Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful sunshiny day, and I've decided to mix it up on my coffee this morning. I went ahead and brewed a pot of this El Salvador Santa Ana coffee. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm excited to. I thought I'd mix it up from my usual cold brew, even though I am loving my cold brew too. So I was listening to the Fasting Lane podcast, and Eve Mayer, one of the authors of the Fasting Lane book, creates it, and she was talking with Megan Ramos, and they were mentioning that if you do the same fasting routine every single day, it's not as effective, and you kind of have to mix it up a little bit. So I decided today that I'm not going to fast, and I'm going to have a full day of eating, so you can see everything I'm consuming today. It's not necessarily going to be anything fancy, and it's probably not going to be anything low carb. I'm just going to eat how I feel like eating, and I'll take you with me. So I'll show you how I make my coffee here in just a second. Honey to my coffee, but I'm currently trying to watch my blood sugar, so I'm not going to be adding any actual sugar-like substance to my coffee, but I do want to make it special, so I'm going to go ahead and add this Torini sugar-free classic caramel syrup. So I just do a little bit of that for a little bit of flavor and sweetness. And then I always add some type of cream or half and half. So today I'm doing half and half from Trader Joe's. And it's gonna be super hot and I'm probably gonna burn my tongue, but it's got a little bit of sweetness, but it's not too sweet. I tried to go a little easy with the sugar-free syrup because I know artificial sweeteners are not good, but I wanted a little bit of flavor, and I also did not want to add honey or real sugar to my coffee. So I do want to eventually someday move away from all sweeteners in my coffee and just have maybe a little bit of cream, but not yet there, but I'll get there someday. So while I'm drinking my coffee, we can have a little chat. I have been trying to find a balance between keeping my life a little bit personal and, sharing what my life is actually like with you. And I'm having a hard time with that because I'll say things like, oh, I have to work, or I'm working, or I drove to work, or blah, blah, but I never really mention what I'm doing. And I realized for this to be successful and for you to understand my journey, I do have to share what I'm doing. So we're going to have a little chat later in the video about what my goals are right now, but I'm working multiple jobs and I might show you a little bit of that today. So right now one of my goals is to make as much money as possible. So I am a teacher and it is summer, and so therefore I am not working at the school. I have a few more weeks before I go back for professional development and trainings and all of that. So I'm trying to make as much money as possible. So I've actually taken up 5 different side gigs. And unfortunately, YouTube is something that I'm going to have to spend a little less time on because it's not something that's going to be making me money. So I did drop down my posting videos to once a week. So on Fridays, I'll be posting videos now instead of 3 times a week, which was getting a little bit overwhelming because I'm also taking 2 college classes. So I have a lot on my plate right now. And I still want to do this. I enjoy doing this. I want to share things with you, but I also need to make sure that I'm taking care of all parts of my life. So some jobs that I'm doing is I am tutoring students. I am doing something called OutSchool, which is an online teaching platform. If you are interested in learning more about any of these things that I mentioned, comment below so that I can do a different video on it. I am doing DoorDash. I am doing Instacart, and yeah, those are the jobs. So I guess I'm doing 4 side gigs right now. And then YouTube, I guess, could count as one also, apologize if you're hearing the coffee maker over there. I'm making an okay amount of money. I have been, unfortunately, not budgeting my money, and I'm in my 30s, so I really need to get my act together. I want to follow Dave Ramsey's baby steps, and so I want to make as much money as possible. And another thing that I'm doing is cutting out all extra expenses. So no more haircuts, no more getting my eyebrows done, no more subscription services. Literally, I've canceled everything except for Netflix. And the only reason I didn't cancel Netflix is because we're sharing it with someone else. So very bare minimum, very stashing away all the money kind of a thing. So anyway, that's a little update on what I'm doing in my life, and I will see you in a little bit. All right, I finished my coffee and I put on my workout clothes. And I'm currently looking at my Instacart app trying to find some batches that are worth picking up. I have a tutoring scheduled at 2 o'clock today, but I want to get some deliveries done before then, and I might try to do DoorDash lunchtime. I haven't tried during lunchtime yet, so that might be a fun thing to try out. And if I can't pick up anything, I'm probably going to go for a walk with my dog, and I will check in a bit. All right, I just got back from doing an Instacart batch, and there just wasn't anything in the app, so I came home, and then of course as soon as I got home, there was another one to pick up. That is the downside with this app, is it's not really, you can do an order and then do an order and then do an order. I mean, it depends on your area, but for me, it's always like, I do an order, I come home for like an hour, find another order, come home, and it's kind of inconvenient that way, but here I am off to do another order. Hi, I'm back. I did 3 orders and it is 11 a.m. I think I'm going to take the dog for a walk, make something to eat, and clean myself up. And then I think I'll try to make some deliveries until it's tutoring time. And then at that point, I should be done working for the day. If anyone has been a Costco freak like I am, you might have remembered the Polish dogs, and they got rid of them, and they were really good. And so last time I was there, they were selling some Polish dogs. They weren't Costco brand. They were, I think, like Titan or something, and they're like grass-fed, all natural. And I have actually been kind of craving that. So as not very healthy as it is, I'm going to make a couple Polish dogs for lunch today. So for these Polish dogs, I would normally put them on the grill, but I don't want to heat up the grill just for a couple hot dogs. So what I'm going to do is just use my cast iron skillet here and give them a nice browning and warm them up. So I went ahead and did some buns today. I wouldn't normally eat something like this, but I've been craving it, and I thought about trying out just kind of letting myself have free reign of eating today. And I will say it's very freeing to be able to eat whatever you want. And obviously I'm not going and like binging McDonald's or anything, but it's not very high quality food. So it's similar to McDonald's, but I like the idea of just not restricting myself. But I know that I will tend to let myself get off the reins when I'm too lax. So if I just allow myself to kind of eat what I'm feeling today, and then tomorrow I'll get back to fasting and get back to eating my healthy food and just kind of see how my body does. And I think everyone needs a break now and then mentally. Even though our bodies are completely fine eating healthy food, fasting, whatever we're choosing to do, our mental game is what really is taking the hit, and we need breaks now and then. On top of my hot dogs, I'm going to go ahead and use some of this Susie's brown mustard. It is a spicy brown mustard. Oh, and my dog decided to join me. He smells the food. Okay. I'm really hoping that these are similar to the Costco Polish dogs. They really are. They taste almost exactly like the Polish dogs used to taste. So good. What is up, guys? I am back again. I completed 5 Instacart orders. I didn't do any DoorDash during the lunchtime because there was no openings. So I'm going to do some DoorDash around dinner time. Hopefully I can pick some things up. I'm feeling kind of hungry though, but it's a little too early for dinner, so I was going to make some popcorn as a snack. So I've been heating up my pan over medium heat, and I'm going to add some coconut oil to it. I'm going to use a heaping tablespoon. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 kernels so I can make sure that it's hot enough, but I can tell by the smoke that it's going to be, but we're just going to test it out. Both my kernels have popped, so I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of kernels to the bottom. I'm going to make sure they're all coated in the coconut oil. And I'm going to put the lid back on. Got my finished popcorn here. I'm going to top it with some melted butter. I'm going to also add some pink Himalayan salt. Good to go. So much better than movie theater popcorn. Hey guys, sorry the dishwasher's going, but I just wanted to let you know I'm having these chicken skewers from Costco. They're already pre-cooked. I just have to heat them up. I went to one of my favorite restaurants and got this coconut curry sauce for dipping because it's cheaper to just buy it from them than it is to make it myself. So that is dinner. Alright, so I just finished dinner and I wanted to give you an update. I did some DoorDash this evening and I'm liking doing it during dinner time. I feel like I get a pretty good payout. So overall today, not including my tutoring, so just through the apps, I made $100, which is my goal each day, is to make about $100. So yes, awesome on that. Apologize that the full day of eating was a lot of convenience foods, but I just wasn't really home to cook today, so had to do a lot of convenience foods. And I think when life gets a little bit more busy, we are going to be kind of in that place where we're back to our convenience food because we don't have the time to cook healthy meals. I'm going to go ahead and do a walk with a friend here in about 30 minutes. And then that's going to be it for tonight. And then I'm just going to edit this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope something in this video inspired you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.